All right, it is Christmas Eve, it's 24th, December 24th. This is our standard day that you've been seeing on our Tuesdays. Like I said yesterday, we're getting into some, what do I want to call it, heavy priming. All right, so we're getting ready to lift heavy. You've been doing a lot of that. You've lifted heavy in some complexes. Now we're getting ready to hit some 1-rep maxes at some point in the near future. That is what this 5x1 is for, is to prime that, is to get you ready for a single, get you ready thinking about doing a single, right? There's a certain mental approach that comes with doing singles. You need to think about being present and getting set and getting tight and bringing all of your energy to one single lift. And that's a skill, right? It takes energy and focus to do that. And if we don't practice it, there's no reason that we'll be good at it. So what we're doing today and what we did yesterday with the back squats is we're practicing that. So you have 5x1 push press at an RP 9. Your push press, you've been going by feel this whole cycle, right? Working up to 5 reps, 3 reps. This is just singles at RP 9, not a true max out. You should not miss today. Today's not the day to go up and miss a lift, but this should be very challenging. And you can take them heavy so long as you're super confident you're going to hit the next one. If there's a question mark next to it, don't take that jump. Once you finish that, we're going to take 10 minutes to build to a 2-rep max strict press at RP 9. This can be a pretty true max. We're getting in the territory where we don't have much leeway here, and strict press is not going to take it out of us. So 2-rep max push press, and then you'll take 90% of that 2RM and do it for max reps. I say this all the time, but I know that some folks will probably be new this week. When we are strict pressing, we do not want to move our hips, right? So I'm kind of rocking back and forth here. We don't want to move our hips, and we don't want to move our upper body back and away, right? So my chest and my back, you don't want to move it back and away, create this space, and then press through that space. What you want is to come right off the shoulder, strict right off that shoulder, and you're moving up, right? That's how we want to do it. Make sure that you're thinking about that as you go through all of your reps. Then we're going into the 12 days of Christmas workout. This one always gets a little bit funky. You're going to do all these movements, and this is how it flows. So you do 1 wall walk. You'll do 2 single arm dumbbell thrusters, 1 wall walk. You'll do 3 pull-ups, 2 single arm dumbbell thrusters, 1 wall walk. You'll go 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, all the way until you get down to 12, and then you go all the way back up until you hit that 1. It's a really fun workout if you can grab some friends to do it with you. I did this with the whole HWPO crew, and we had a blast doing it from a pacing perspective, kind of like the AMRAP yesterday. You're going to start really quickly, and you're like, man, I'm ripping through this, and then you're going to slow up, because as you get deeper in, not only have more reps, those movements are a little slower. Box jumps, the burpees, right, the hang dumbbell power cleans, those become slower. And so you have more to get through on each round, and the movements are a little bit slower. Just so keep that in mind as you go through, so you can maybe turn your attention to that as that starts to happen. You're not surprised by it. Once you finish that, you have a bit of accessory work today, and then you've got some rowing intervals. Notice that we flipped this. We put the Metcon in the rowing intervals. Bonus, you're rowing 7 sets, minute 15 at 1K to 2K. This is a range. It should just be hard. And then 2 minutes at your 10K. We've been doing this progression with a minute at that hard pace. Now you have a minute and 15 seconds. That is going to feel a lot different, right? That extra 15 seconds is a big difference. It's not a small difference. So keep that in mind as you go in, and maybe back your pace down just a little bit for the first few sets from what you have been doing, so that you can build in pace and build in confidence, and you're not being discouraged right from the rip. And then, as always with our 2 minutes, we're looking to just maintain that technique, be in a really solid position, but we are not worried about how fast you're rowing. We're just worried that you are moving well and you're recovering. And there's also no rest between these sets. So you're going to have to figure out how to recover during that 2 minute period before you start your next 1 minute and 15-second working period. Enjoy your day, guys. You probably have a party to go to tonight. Tomorrow is Christmas. If you miss that day of training, not a big deal. You can even do it on Thursday. The next day you can flip it this week. It's not a huge issue. So we'll see you tomorrow.